Alright y'all, I'm sitting at my desk, so you already know what time it is. It is time for makeup. Now, I am filming this video today for a numerous number of reasons. Well, more like maybe 2 or 3. First of all, it's raining outside, so we're going absolutely nowhere. 2, I wanted to kind of test the setup. If you watch the vlogs, then you know I have somewhat of a different setup for my vanity. So I'm trying to see how this is going to work out because obviously I had no idea. I'm going to, of course, start by priming my face. We're not doing anything new here. We're just, you know, playing in a little bit of makeup, testing the setup, making sure that the lighting is good, the sound is good, all that good stuff. So you guys can kind of give me your feedback down in the comments down below. I hope the lighting's okay. Let me know if I need to brighten it. I mean, it's definitely going to be something that I see when I go to edit, but I think we're good, but we'll see. A part of the reason why I wanted to kind of sit down and get ready today also is because I wanted to show you guys kind of the routine I've been doing lately, but we're going to add a couple more steps to it. I've been using this YSL skin tint for a while. It's become, or easily become, like something super simple to put on my face rather than just going barefaced. And honestly, I haven't been priming with it, but I did today. Obviously, you guys seen I used the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, but I just want to kind of throw that out there. I have been using this skin tint and literally I just apply it to my skin. So some days I use my fingers, others I'll use a brush. Today we're gonna keep it clean and cute and we're gonna use a brush. I think I'm gonna go in with this Royal and Langnickel Omnia. I don't know, I got it from, there used to be a Sephora in the JCPenney's and then they changed it to like their own beauty store or whatever. So that's where I got this brush from. It works really nicely though. And I just kind of like press and buff it into the skin. I didn't apply any product directly on my forehead. You guys know I kind of try to avoid that area because I don't like too much product up there, but we are going to put a little bit. So once I get done blending this out over the face, we will just use the remaining product on the brush just to kind of wipe it on the forehead a little bit, just so everything can be like full circle. But I don't necessarily need the makeup at the top on the forehead, to be honest. So as little product as I can get up there, I'm okay with. The majority of the product is focused on the lower half of my face, of course. Now, typically on a daily basis, I will throw this on and then I would set it with like a face powder, either the MAC or the Sephora. This is the Micro Smooth powder and this one is the Mineralized Skinfinish in natural. So either one, it doesn't really matter. Honestly, I don't have a preference. Just whatever I grab first is normally what I use. But like I said, we are going to be doing a little more than my typical everyday kind of makeup look, if you will, because that really is nothing, honestly. It really just powder after this. And I may do a little blush, I may not, and that's literally it. So it's super quick, super easy. Less than 5 minutes, honestly. And you can kind of do this as a part of like your skincare routine. To me, the skin tint kind of takes the place of like that L'Oreal luminizer some people like to use to put on their face to make their self look a little bronzed. I do have kind of like a concoction that I like to do sometimes as well. Maybe I'll show you guys that at a later date in time, but this is pretty much what I'm wearing on a daily. And I love it because I can still see my skin. I still feel put together. Everything looks nice and even. Yeah, it's makeup, but I really don't look at it like makeup. We're going to go in with a little bit of the Makeup by Mario because I feel like this is the concealer that has gotten the least love out of my like recent purchases. And yes, I'm very aware if you're new here, this is your first get ready with me. Wow. It is appearing a little darker, but once I blend it out, it won't be too dark. And I'm just going to apply a little bit to blend this out. I'm going to use a brush as well. I have no clean sponges, y'all. Everything is dirty with a capital D. I need to clean my brushes. I know I said I was gonna do that before the new year. Yeah, that didn't happen. I like this concealer because it blends in very nicely with the skin tint and just my skin in general. And it doesn't look like super highlighted, because obviously if I was going for a no makeup kind of look, I want it to be seamless. I don't want it to be obvious that I have makeup on. I mean, obviously anybody who wears makeup can obviously tell, but you guys get what I'm saying when I say what I say. Now typically I would use a pink powder, specifically the Huda Beauty powder, but today we're going to use Laura Mercier. This is in Translucent Honey. I don't want anything super bright. This like brightens the under eyes, but like in a subtle way, not in a way that the pink powder would. So I'm going to use this to set my under eyes because we did put concealer on. Again, if I was just doing my normal like actual routine that only takes 2 minutes, I would set with the MAC powder. I wouldn't set with the loose, just because I am not wearing any concealer and I don't feel like it's necessary to have to set with the loose powder under my eyes if I don't have any concealer there. So typically I wouldn't do this. Everything from here on out obviously is just like, we're just doing it because we want to kind of glam up the look a little bit, not so much because we're trying to do or recreate my everyday makeup. I honestly forgot how good this setting powder is. I really need to make it a habit to use more of my products. I feel as though I've kind of come complacent with like a certain select few of products, and I don't really use things outside of that. I need to make it a habit to actually do that, because otherwise my makeup's going to waste just sitting in my drawers. Let's use Huda for the cream contour. So I'm going to use the Tantour in Fair. I still have product left because it's like once I hit pan, I stopped using it for real and moved on to other things. I mean, I grab it from time to time, but not too often. And I'm going to start just building that up out here, but I want a little depth, so I'm going to use the NARS concealer in Cafe, which is dark 1, just to add a little depth within the bronzer. I really love what the NARS concealer has done as far as like adding a little bit of range and depth into the bronzer, obviously acting as a contour, but like the shadows that it created, I'm absolutely obsessed with. Like, I love a deep contour, I guess you would say, because it really just shapes my face out as to where something a little bit more warm doesn't really give definition per se to my face, and I really love the definition. And although we use the liquid to create that definition, I think instead of going in with the HAUS Labs bronzer today, I'm going to actually use my ABH bronzer in Saddle. I used to be so obsessed with this. This and the, what's the other one from, oh my gosh, it's at the tip of my tongue and I cannot think of the name or the brand, but it came in a palette. It was with the butter bronzer. Just had to talk myself up. The butter bronzer and this one together, so good. I used to love it. So we are going to be using this for bronzer today, and I guess I'll take this brush. Just add a little bit of this. I like to just tap my bronzer on. And it just helps with the definition and just, it's beautiful. It just seems so effortless. And it makes me look a little tanned, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I can use a beach. I'm ready for warm weather already. Let's set the face with some of our MAC. We're gonna go in with the MAC today. And I'm just gonna press this on the skin in areas where we didn't put any powder products. So underneath that bronzer, right here on the cheeks, on the forehead. Yeah, that works for me. Looks really good. So now we need to set our face. I'm gonna use my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. Whew. Normally I'd go in with the Tatcha, but again, I'm trying to use somewhat of different products today. Somewhat. Because they're not all different. Honestly, you guys, I can do without blush, but I think just for the sake of saying that we put some on, I'm going to use this one from HOURGLASS. And I'm just going to use a little bit, so it's not going to do too much, but just like a little right here on the cheekbone area. Just for a little flush of color, but not too much. Like I said, honestly, I could have done without, but why not? We're already here. It's not going to hurt anything. And then we're going to finish off with highlighter. I need a new microphone. I'm very convinced, but I'm going to use the Sephora palette. I don't know. It's a blush palette. I'm going to use the highlighter shade that I like to use in here. This golden shimmer on the same brush. And oh, I have not put highlight here in a long time. It's probably not going to do too much because it's very, very natural. Let's spray our face one more time. Alright, you guys, we are finished with the makeup. I feel like I definitely elevated my very basic everyday makeup routine that I've been doing, and I love it. You could wear like a smoky eye with this. You could use this routine for like daytime events, whatever. It's just really, really nice. I think the base just looks amazing in my opinion. I really, really love the base makeup because that's basically what this is. Just base makeup. We got lashes on, yes, but we have no eyeshadow. We have no lip gloss on. Like, the base is giving in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. If you're looking for something super quick and simple to just throw on a day-to-day basis without all this extra stuff, definitely look into getting this YSL skin tint. It's perfect for that. My skin can breathe. It's easy, and this is good for acne prone skin, which I think I had told you guys before because this is not a new product over here. I've just been using it a lot more, and I'm really obsessed with this. So go get you some, girl. If you guys have been watching this whole time, I just want to say thank you guys for sticking around, for watching my video. There are other videos that I have out that I've dropped this year, so if you haven't seen those, definitely check those videos out. It is my goal to create more makeup content for you guys, do more eyeshadow looks this year. That is at the top of my list, so we will be pushing out more beauty content. But in the meantime, in between time, check out the vlogs, but make sure you guys stay tuned because more content is definitely to come. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, whether it's a video or a vlog, whichever one comes first, girl.